Hey there, I'm back. Sorry it was taking so long between videos, but I was kind of waiting for my stuff to come from Clark's Corvair. I plugged Clark's Corvair on my YouTube site. Plus I had to come up with the money to buy the stuff. But it's finally here and I'm kind of excited. It says please open immediately. Of course I didn't. It's all still stuffed in the box. So maybe I should bust it out of there, maybe I won't. I did notice something though. Here's my old quarter panel, door panel, you know, goes back here like so on the car. And the thing I didn't really factor in when I bought this stuff is nail strips, not nail strips, nail strips, not nail strips. Well, you can see this one's got the nail strips installed. It's probably from the factory because it doesn't have the Clark stamp on the cardboard. So it may or may not be the factory stuff. But when you're ordering it on websites and you don't really restore Corvairs for living, or ever for that matter, you don't know what they're talking about. But then when I ordered my first one, I figured out what they're talking about. The nail strips come separate. This is the nail strip. And so you actually have to assemble the nail strip. So I'll show you what I mean. The nail strip goes like so. So over yonder on my Datsun that's kind of subbing as a workbench right at the moment, I have two examples. I have the unfinished one and then the finished one. Let me bring it over here to the light. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the bag at Clark's. They boast that they'll put them in there for you for a nominal cost, but of course I forgot to check that box, so this is what it looks like. So then you just simply slide your nail strip, which by the way bites you whenever possible. The stupid things are sharp as nails, pardon the pun, but you put the nail strip on it like so, and then you got to bend the fabric around onto the nail strip, and then when you're done it should turn out like this. I did this one earlier today. Pretty nifty, I think. And so the nail strip's installed on there, the fabric's bent over. So these little prongs right here, let's see if you can see one right there. That little nail is what pushes into the car and holds this panel in place. It's pretty much the only thing that holds it in place. Sure does look nifty, huh, compared to the old one. Let's see, old one? New. Old. New. I even had to glue the little button on. These buttons are specific to 1962 only. 62 had buttons. 63 had kind of like a little oval-like button that got on there. And then 64 got nothing. No little chrome accents at all. My wife likes the buttons. She calls them sweet tarts. They kind of look like a sweet tart. You can't buy them anymore, so they're ultra rare. So I follow the instructions diligently. It says to glue those on first and then put the nail strips on. So I had pretty good luck with the first one. No wrinkles. All looks pretty good. And so I'm going to do this one next. Hopefully I have the same luck with that one. You would think the second one would go easier, but it's me. My weather stripping came as well. It's all soft and pliable. It's pretty cool for weather stripping. It goes on the door. So here's my door. Oh, by the way, my door is all painted now. Forgot to mention that. It's painted black. The door panel is going to be red. It's going to be quite the accent. Remember, my door excuse me, hinges need to be installed. I got the door hinges installed, so those are nice and tight now. Got them both installed. Got it all painted up. So now that it's all painted up, I'll put the weather stripping on. Weather stripping's like this. It just simply plugs into place and goes around the door like so. It's got little holes that it pokes into. But believe it or not, even though it has those little prongs on it that are supposed to go into the holes, you still need to glue it. So I had to go buy the glue. I bought some 1500 grit sandpaper so I could do some color sanding. I had to buy some 3M weather stripping. Not weather stripping, weather strip adhesive, so I can glue it So I got to put a thin strip here and glue my weather stripping on. And then I bought some, wait for it. Oh, I dropped it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I bought some 3M bedding and glazing compound. It's kind of an all-in-all caulking. It stays pliable, but it's waterproof. You could use it for things like this, which you can't see too well because of the lighting in here. But you can use it to glue down your paper on your doors. Your paper is important because it kind of helps keep the moisture away from the cardboard. You know, your cardboard door panel sits up there. This keeps the moisture away from it, keeps your door from warping. So it's kind of important. You can use it on windshields. You put it into the seams of windshields. It's got, you know, lots of use. So anyway, I bought the sandpaper, the weather strip adhesive, and this. It's $30. Seems like every time I go to the auto parts store for some components, it's $30. It's getting to be maddening. Maddening, I tell you. This car restoration stuff's expensive. Oh, but worth it. I got the insulation in. See, I put the insulation in. I painted the floor. So now I'm trying to paint the interior, but it's still too cold. It's not turning out right. It's all fish-eyeing and stuff, so I'm still gonna have to wait on that. I painted the other door though. Painted that back there. So I'm getting to be excited, but it's just turning slow. Turning very slow. Alright, Corvair fans. Out for now. More to come.